Hello everyone, Jason Alea back here again, and today we're going to be talking about some very interesting news that came out just yesterday, and that is of a new Jurassic World film is currently in the works. But the biggest surprise for me is that David Koepp, the original screenwriter for the first two Jurassic Park films, Jurassic Park and the Lost World Jurassic Park, is returning to write the script for this new Jurassic World movie. Now, does this mean that the original cast members are going to return? Is Steven Spielberg going to come back and direct? We don't know Spielberg's schedule really. He has like a few other movies he's working on, but based on when production is going to start and when the release date is supposed to be, and that's supposed to be like next year. Somehow they're that far in. A new Jurassic World movie's coming out. I have thoughts on this. So for one, I'm going to go watch it day one because Jurassic Park, and it's my favorite film franchise ever. It's what got me into filmmaking. It's what brought me to where I am today. I love the original Jurassic Park. I love the original movies. And I really enjoy the World movies. They're flawed, but I found them pretty enjoyable. And I think that a new movie would either have to be a spin-off or just a completely new set of films that's just their own thing, telling their own story with new characters, with dinosaurs in the mainland, and just concluding their own little story arc instead of trying to connect every movie all together. And that's something that the Jurassic World movies did to the best of their ability, and I would just hate if this new movie tried to make another trilogy and tried to make it seem like everything had been culminating to this moment, when in reality, not really. So if Universal decides to take this new set of films to that direction, then I don't know. I'd be concerned about that. So far, it's only like one film, so this could be like a one-off, but it's Jurassic World. That's my one concern. I just would have preferred if they'd gone with a different title. Maybe they would. Maybe this is just a working title. There is no official title for it right now, and if that's the case, I guess it's because Jurassic World is like the biggest thing right now. Like all movies made like over $1 billion. Even the lowest grossing film, Dominion, still made over $1 billion. So that is very good money there, and the drop-offs are not as significant as the Star Wars drop-offs, so that's also kind of a better look on them. And because of how much money they make, there was always going to be a sequel. It was always inevitable. It's just when. I was expecting like a little later down the line, like maybe they'll just continue on some TV shows and some shorts here and there, some games which do look pretty cool. But I wasn't expecting a movie so soon. But I also wasn't expecting David Koepp to come back and write. This gives me a bit of hope and a bit of skepticism, really, because David Koepp is a writer who's always on and off. Like, he could turn out some really good scripts, but he could turn out some really bad scripts. And he worked on one of my least favorite movies of last year, Dial of Destiny, the new Indiana Jones film. I didn't really like that film, but that movie had a lot of writers, so I don't know how much of that was Koepp's fault. And I think that's mostly due to the studio behind the film. I think that's why that movie failed. It doesn't seem like a Koepp problem right there. It just felt like an obvious studio problem. So I'm gonna have to reserve judgment. I am excited for a new Jurassic Park movie. I'm gonna be there day one, and I'm most likely maybe gonna enjoy it because I enjoy all the movies. But I am going to reserve some skepticism because rewatching the theatrical cut of Dominion, I can safely say that that version of the film, I rolled something. That version of the film is pretty bad. and the extended cut is like much better. So I know what a bad Jurassic Park movie is. I'm becoming less enthusiastic about Fallen Kingdom. Like, I used to love that movie, but now I just think it's alright, and it's not one of my favorites. So while it is a franchise I really love, I do have my criticisms, especially with the world films. And Jurassic Park 3 has probably the most simplistic story, so like, this franchise does have quite a bit of problems. I enjoy it mostly from a nostalgic level, and as a filmmaking standpoint, a lot of films do have some merit and value to them. It's just, I'm afraid that Universal is just going to churn out so many of these films to the point where they do become just completely terrible and just soulless. Whatever you say about the Jurassic World films, at least they have some resemblance of a soul. Like, they knew what they are, they knew what they wanted to be, and they strived for that. At least for the most part. With this one, I don't know how it's going to turn out. It's like they want to continue on with World, but they want to bring back the original writer from the Park movies. It's kind of a mixed signal there. I'm just going to have to wait and see till it comes out. Like, there's a lot of things that give me hope, but a lot of things that gets me, it gives me mixed feelings about. So I guess I'm just gonna wait and see what the final movie turns out. And if it gets canceled, it gets canceled. At least we still have like the entire story now of Jurassic Park movies. So whatever's in the future, I'd be excited for. But I'm not going to lose my breath if they cancel like a movie or show. But I do hope that they do come out with more stuff. And I do hope that turns out good. Especially this film. I really do hope it turns out extremely good. Then again, it might mimic the original trilogy where the movies just kept making less and less money as it goes on. The critical reception gets worse and worse and worse. Then the fourth movie takes forever to make. Then make a trilogy out of that. And then rinse and repeat. That's what Jurassic World did. Maybe that's what the new trilogy, if they announce it as a trilogy, would do. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.